Let me start with a question that might hit a little too close to home. Why is it that so many of us follow our night routine, check off all the steps, skincare, brushing teeth, maybe scrolling on our phones for just 10 minutes, and still wake up feeling like we got hit by a truck? Like genuinely, you did everything right, slept for 7 or 8 hours, and somehow you're still tired the moment your alarm goes off. It's almost disrespectful at this point. And if you've ever laid in bed at night wondering why you feel mentally exhausted before the next day even starts, you're not alone. Most of us think a night routine is supposed to magically reset our brain. But what if your night routine is actually stressing you out even more? What if the things you're doing to relax are making your body think it's supposed to stay awake? And the craziest part, nobody tells you this. Not school, not parents, not those aesthetic influencers who show you their 35-step bedtime rituals. So today, I'm breaking down the real reason your night routine isn't working, and the small changes that can actually help you wake up with energy instead of exhaustion. Stick with me because this is about to make too much sense. Here's the real issue nobody talks about. Your night routine has become another task list, another performance, another thing you feel like you need to complete perfectly. And that pressure alone is enough to make your brain stay in work mode. Think about it. Your entire day is already full of things you have to do. Schoolwork, messages, decisions, expectations. By the time evening hits, your brain is fried. But instead of letting it wind down, you jump straight into this strict routine where every step feels like a mini chore. And even worse, most of us use our phones as our emotional support device at night. We tell ourselves, I'm just catching up. But our brain is basically riding a roller coaster of dopamine from TikTok to Instagram to random YouTube videos from 2014. Your mind isn't relaxing, it's overstimulated. And when you finally put your phone down, your brain is like, cool, that was fun, let's keep thinking. That's why you lie in bed for 40 minutes unable to sleep. That's why your routine looks healthy but feels exhausting. It's not your fault. Your routine is just built around the wrong things. But once you fix this foundation, everything changes. Let me explain this in the simplest, most relatable way possible. Your brain can't just switch from go mode to sleep mode like flipping a light switch. There's this whole internal process, your nervous system, your hormones, your mental load. All of it needs time to slow down. But modern night routines basically do the opposite. Bright screens tell your brain it's daytime. Fast content keeps your thoughts racing. And productivity habits like planning tomorrow in extreme detail actually increase stress instead of reducing it. Your brain stays alert because it thinks something important is happening. It thinks it needs to stay ready. So even when your body is tired, your mind is still sprinting. And that's why you feel tired in the morning. You might be sleeping, but you're not resting. Think of sleep like charging your phone, but you're plugging into a bad charger that only fills it up halfway. You're going through the motions, but not getting the energy. Good news? Your brain isn't broken. You just need a night routine that actually supports the slowdown process, not fights against it. Let's talk about how to build that. Here's the biggest game changer that almost no one mentions. Your night routine doesn't start at night. It starts before that. I call it the pre-night routine, and it's basically the 30 to 60 minutes before your actual routine where you slowly shift out of day mode. This is where you put away the things that overstimulate your brain, like homework, notifications, and loud environments. For example, instead of doing intense work right before bed, set a cutoff time. Even if it's just 20 minutes earlier than usual, it gives your brain a signal. We're done for today. Turn off bright overhead lights and switch to warm lighting. It's crazy how much that alone relaxes your mind. And if you can, just tidy your space slightly. Not deep cleaning, just removing the chaos your brain gets stressed looking at. You're not even in your night routine yet, but you're building a smooth landing for it. This is the part people skip, and it's why the routine never works. You can't start relaxing in a high-energy environment. Ease into the night slowly, and your body will follow. Now let's build a night routine that actually helps you rest. Keep it simple, 3 parts, that's it. Part 1, something that offloads your mind. This could be writing down tomorrow's most important task, just one, brain dumping your thoughts or closing your tabs, physically and mentally. You're telling your mind you don't need to hold all this anymore. Part 2, something that relaxes your body. It doesn't have to be fancy. Stretching, warm shower, dim lights, slow music, anything that tells your nervous system it's safe to unwind. Even just deep breathing for 30 seconds works. And part 3, something that calms your senses. This is the part people ignore. Avoid bright screens, avoid loud content. Choose things that actually slow you down, like reading, journaling, or just sitting quietly without stimulation. That's literally it. 3 parts, no pressure, no perfection, and the biggest key, no multitasking during your routine. Your mind needs simplicity at night. When you follow these 3 parts consistently, something crazy happens. You start feeling tired naturally, and sleep becomes effortless instead of a battle. All right, let's talk about the villain of every night routine, your phone. And yes, I know it's unrealistic to say, just don't use your phone at night. We both know that's not happening. Instead, here's how to use your phone without ruining your sleep. First, switch to grayscale mode after a certain time. The moment your screen loses color, scrolling becomes boring instantly. Second, use a night shelf. It's literally just a spot where your phone lives during your routine. Out of reach equals out of mind. And third, set a last scroll time. For example, the last time you check anything is 20 minutes before bed. After that, your phone becomes a brick. And here's the hack that saved my sanity. Replace scrolling with something equally comforting but not overstimulating, like listening to soft audio, a calming playlist, or an audiobook. You still get the comfort without the mental chaos. Your phone doesn't need to disappear, it just needs boundaries. And when you give your brain less stimulation at night, you'll fall asleep faster, sleep deeper, and wake up like you actually rested. This is my favorite part because it feels like magic. Create a wind-down anchor. It's one simple habit your brain starts to associate with sleep. For some people, it's reading. For others, it's stretching. For me, it's making tea. Not because the tea itself knocks me out, but because my brain recognizes the pattern. Oh, we're doing this thing? That means we're ending the day. It becomes a psychological cue. You don't even need to think about relaxing. Your brain just does it automatically. Choose something tiny, something consistent, something that doesn't overstimulate you. Do it every night, and over time, your brain will learn anchor, bedtime, sleep mode. This hack alone can fix years of bad sleep habits. And the best part, it removes the pressure. You no longer feel like you have to calm down. You just follow your anchor, and the calmness naturally kicks in. This is how you make your night routine feel natural, not forced. And when your routine feels natural, you start looking forward to it instead of treating it like another task. Here's the truth. Your night routine doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be aesthetic. It doesn't need to look like those Pinterest boards with expensive lamps and white bed sheets. It just needs to support your brain. That's it. The reason you're tired isn't because you're weak or lazy or bad at routines. It's because no one taught you how to wind down properly. We live in a world that overstimulates us all day long. So of course your brain struggles at night, but now you know how to fix it. A slow transition, a simple 3-part routine, better phone boundaries, and a wind down anchor, these tiny shifts can change everything. Your sleep, your mornings, your mood, your energy. And you don't need to wait for the perfect day to start. Try one thing tonight, just one. Your future self will thank you for it. And if you want more videos like this, more real talk, more strategies that actually help you, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment Rested Mind Club. Because we're fixing our nights together. And tomorrow you wake up with energy. Let's level up your nights starting now. Idea. Sleeping face, fire emoji.